Hello.
Hey Otmar, how are you doing?
Quite okay, thank you. Yeah.
Hello, Vita.
Hello.
Went through some emotional processes the last 24 hours.
24 hours.
I had a conversation with my friend from New Zealand. You might remember there was a guy called Rex on the last community call.
Yeah.
And he told me that he enjoyed it very much and he wanted to talk with me. And he reminded me of a lot of things, especially of our common mentor, Brian D. Ridgway. And I watched just before our meeting now a video which is called the Inner Child Meditation. Yeah. My outer child is also here. Yeah, it's like, it's basically that's what we are doing quite often on these calls too. Just to breathe. And yeah, in this case, to connect with the subconscious and to imagine that the subconscious is a child. And yeah, to connect with this child and say, please forgive me that I didn't see you, that I didn't recognize you, and want to tell you that you're safe.
It's powerful work.
Yeah. So that's basically the essence of this inner child meditation.
Vita.
And through this, I actually surrendered to, I mean, even my kids were exactly doing that, what they're doing now during the meditation. And I just did it. I just let them do what they wanted to do, and I did what I wanted to do. So still, I would appreciate, Liam, if you're a little bit more quiet when I talk, okay?
Yeah.
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 Papa talks, then you're quiet. When you talk, then I'm quiet. That helps a little bit, that people understand each other. Okay? And when Peter talks, then we are quiet. Okay? I know you don't hear him now because I have my headset on.
You have to talk.
Yeah. So, what do we do today, Peter?
Thank you.
I'm here.
Peter is going.
You're just eating, okay, I get it.
Okay, eating.
I was completing my lunchtime, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Heading into my office now.
That is a little bit a challenge. When Liam gets excited, then
Liam.
the conversation is a little bit difficult sometimes. Okay? Yeah. I know you're excited when it's about you. I spend a lot of time with you now. Now it's about the Zoom call here, okay?
Zoom call.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any chance to review what you want to do with the course?
I mean, not directly. I mean, I was not watching any video or
Sorry, Otmar, I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't. We got cut off for a second. I can't hear you. Otmar, can you hear me? Hello?
Back. So to make it short, yeah, I didn't do any. Yeah, please slow down. Okay. He's very excited and energetic now because we were just out in the garden and we were jumping on the trampoline and she's still in this energy, obviously. Okay, slow down, please. Okay. Yeah, to make it short, I didn't do any of the course, but I came to more clarity about what I want to do actually through my inner work. And it has actually a lot to do with what we talked yesterday and what Madalena suggested also. And you actually talked about it too, that the combination between homeschooling and teaching kids technical stuff. That seems to be, first of all, what people need, what I need at the moment too. I just tried to calm him down. Okay, hi, Madalena. Maybe that's what is needed now, this energy. Because I just said we were just out in the garden, jumping on the trampoline, and yeah.
I'm going to connect from my instead of that way. If anyone wants to screen share, it'll be easier to see for me to see.
So the other point is I don't need to learn so many things like with this other course where we said I need to learn how to do it. I need the tools and all that stuff. And that was a little bit a hindrance for me. That's why there was so much resistance, because it seemed to be like a huge project, what I didn't want to do now.
Right. So it's been simplified.
Yeah. And
okay.
This way I have actually all the tools already. My kids are here. I am here. I have all the knowledge already, what I want to do. I just need to do it and maybe make a structure.
Great. Perfect.
So,
great.
Yeah, sounds like a small step, but for me, it's a huge step now forward that I have this clarity now.
Great. It can take time for it to come. So that's fantastic. Great.
And yeah, it might help if we go through that together. Maybe I don't know if Madalena wants to share a little bit or.
I do.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My camera is also out of place because my kittens knocked my screen over today.
I'd like to share something.
You'd like to share something? Is that what you said, Madalena?
Yeah. So, and as I got in the call, it was the word that I heard Otmar say. I don't even know what the word was. I know it was in tune with what was already on my mind. So I am finally like moving through day 9. I can see where I actually want to change the name of the stipes, so it's like more how do you say, like received in a different way from the people buying my course. So making like super simple and how do you call, like clickbait or like something that calls your attention titles for the stipes.
Yeah, a hook. Clickbait is usually used for something kind of superficial.
Okay, no. No. Okay, like that
I
calls
get the idea. Yeah,
attention.
yeah, a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm working on it, and I'm feeling like I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's the planets. I don't know what it is, but I've been like clearing my energy, and I'm feeling like much better about it. And now, since yesterday, I am at a point where it's like I know I'm now to focus on my energy, which is funny because that's exactly the first and most important part of the course that I'm sharing is about your energy, your thoughts, your emotions, your habits, your posture, all of it. And it's like I need to actually follow my own advice, and I need to start doing these things. And so since yesterday, I was like, okay, this is clearly the step that I need to take now so that my energy is clear, and my perception of the creation of the course is different. So I feel more excited and open and ready to receive, like to let the course come through me. So since yesterday, I am full on my mindset, energy shifting, clearing, timeline, something, meditation, working mood. And when I entered the call, Otmar was saying something about that. I don't know what it was, but it was something like about that.
Inner child meditation. That's what I did from my
Yes.
mentor.
Yes.
So it was in inner work too. Yeah.
Yes. In inner child, I didn't say that, but yeah, all of that, and old timelines and new timelines, and seeing the vision and feeling the vision, and preparing my energy field and my thoughts and my mind and my emotions for that which is coming. And so I know it's already coming, and I know it's already happening. I'm just kind of preparing myself energetically. And so that's where I'm at. And Peter, I had the conversation with Pedro yesterday that was life changing. And I've done so many, therapies and healings and coachings and stuff. And yesterday with Pedro, it was really powerful. Like I was honestly very surprised. And I was like, okay, this is what, like, I was like, okay, I want to help you like sell your course, because you just gave me one of the best coachings of my whole life.
Beautiful.
And since then, I had that coaching session with Pedro, and I wanted to talk about it because it's perfectly related to the course he's creating. And after I had the call with him, my whole day shifted, and literally everything shifted, and all these things started opening, and I started seeing all these things. And so this is where I am now. I'm going to start focusing more on my energy as I create. I'm not going to stop creating, but I'm going to be much more aware of my energy. And I just wanted to share that with you as an inspiration, because like I already have a plan and a vision to do something like this for Shine Tribe. This week, I don't know if anyone's coming today to the call, but if no one comes, or if like just one person, Liam was like, yeah. If just one person or two people come, I will probably just do the meditation for myself, and then do it with other people either next week or in 2 weeks. But I would maybe like to suggest for us to bring like Mind Tribe and Boss Tribe together. Like,
Sorry, it was not you who made me laugh. It was Liam. It was not what you were talking about.
I didn't even see what happened.
You were saying to bring Shine Tribe together with Boss Tribe or Mind Tribe?
Mind Tribe, Mind
Okay.
Tribe and Boss Tribe, meaning okay, we are learning strategies, we have like a plan and a course we can follow, and I would like to go deeper as a group on shifting thought, shifting energy, shifting beliefs, and working on our mind and our energies.
Great.
Yeah, so this is what my energy is like. Yeah, I know, but it's
Great.
I feel really great, but I wanted to share this with you and see what you feel, Peter.
Yeah, no, I love that. Yesterday, I think maybe for the first time in in these sessions of the challenge, I talked about how we need to be able to believe in our ability to give the course. You know, we need to be able to see ourselves differently. Just as actually, I don't think I was emphasizing this as much as I was emphasizing. Now I remember. Wasn't speaking about that. I was speaking about how the person who takes the course needs to be able to envision themselves in that transformed state after the course, right? But actually, we need to see ourselves transformed to the person we are when we've created the course and are ready to give this course, receive this income, and be guiding people in this. So it's a different person to who we are now after we've created the course. So what you're talking about with the Mind Tribe, to work on transformation, release, insight, all these things are super important for us as well. Yeah, definitely. You know, one of the things can be the responsibility, the sense of, do I know enough? Do I have enough expertise? Am I an authority in this field? These questions can come up about self-doubt, of self-value. And another aspect, to some extent interconnected with self-doubt, but a whole subject in itself, is our relationship to money. If we suddenly are giving a high ticket program and we're actually marketing it properly, we will have a huge boost in our income. And that actually also requires a shift in who we are. You know, can we step into a space that will change our patterns radically? It'll change our experience. It will change things that are familiar in terms of how we relate to things, how the experiences we have, the worries we have. You know, there's the expression in English, better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. And so we may be attached to the suffering associated with our current situation and kind of fearful of, well, what will happen if I get rid of all these problems associated with, you know, maybe not having enough money or not having enough clients or not feeling as fulfilled as we could be because we're not doing what we feel is our mission and feeling effective in passing on whatever message we feel we have to share with others. And so it's a big shift.
Yeah, with my process, it became super clear after my talk with Pedro. It was funny because like I talked with him, and after we hang up, we talked for like 1 hour and a half. And after the call, for the rest of the day, it's like I didn't know what to do with myself. I knew like every time I had an impulse to do something, I was like, no, that's not it. And so I would just kind of continue like not knowing what to do. And then I felt another impulse, no, that's not it. It's something else. It's something else. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to go back. And as literally hours passed, I like, as soon as I open a little, the universe opens a lot. And I open a little more and the universe opens a lot more. And this is where I'm clearly feeling called to do, like to prepare for the Madalena that is already having the course and that is already helping this group of people, and that already has this paperwork done and a different energy and posture. And what you said about being used to the suffering of our journey so far and all the troubles and all the things, and it's like, oh my God, actually that's kind of very heavy. And Pedro also helped me see so many other things that were super heavy that I was containing in my field. And as I clear and open, I feel like super light, like I fly, but not in an ungrounded way. Just like it's like my energy field expands and it feels lighter and like, woo, okay. So what do I want? Okay, I need to adjust this. Okay. And it's like, okay, Madalena, so you do a lot of energetic work. It's time to start doing the work on my field, right? Instead of doing all planetary work and blah, 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 like, okay, let's focus here. And so for me, this is where I'm at. And I know, like, because I'm at a point where I need that to then create the rest. So I couldn't create the course, like the slides and the videos, with the mentality and energy that I was having until now. So I'm working on shifting that and using that as an inspiration to then create, which is super exciting. And
Wonderful.
I'd love to go deeper into this with all of us as a community, where we can do a guided meditation, a clearing something, whatever. If you feel it, I would love to focus more on our mindsets.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's very important. So it's great that's come up. Yeah. It can sometimes there are programs that begin with mindset, and it can happen that you just feel like, oh no, this isn't what I got this program for. Like, I know this stuff. Like, we can sometimes, it's familiar, you know, often it's familiar concept, it's things we know. It can even be things that we're teaching other people. But like you just said, sometimes we are neglecting really applying it to ourselves. And sometimes I need to remember to do my own meditation as well, the grace flow meditation that I share with other people. Sometimes I sit and I even listen to my recording of it, because it's different guiding it internally and having it guided, you know, having the process of just relaxing into it while it's guided. And so sometimes I actually listen to the recording, and it always feels such a relief, you know, to come back to it. Yeah, sometimes we're giving so much and wanting to support others, and we need to get the support as well. Yeah. Great.
Otmar, have you done Peter's meditation that he's talking about, the grace flow? I would recommend you to do that. It's very like relaxing and nurturing and grounding, and it warms your heart and calms your energy, and I think you'd really love it.
I have a 10-minute version and a 20-minute version, more or less 20.
Peter, the 20 minutes, I swear I haven't meditated in so long, and I was in a place where I could see like descampado, so a lot of open space with trees, and I could also see the ocean, and I was seated on top of a huge rock. That's literally like a meditation rock. Like, it's literally like squared, and you can sit there, and it's literally for meditation. And I sat there, and actually I was not on the rock. I sat on the floor with my back using the rock as support, and I did the meditation, and I feel like my whole life changed in that moment. It was like, oh my God, I really need to do this a lot more. And I really feel like sometimes when my mind is traveling to too many thoughts, or too many thoughts are traveling through my mind. Okay, wait, not getting paradoxical right now, but yeah, having it being guided, because like, yeah, oh, connect with the earth and relax, blah, blah, blah. It's really helpful for me to receive it when it's already recorded, because when it's me, sometimes I can get distracted. But if I'm listening to it, it anchors me, and it's very helpful. And I really feel what you're saying, that we all want to help a lot of people, but we know that it starts with us and taking care of our own energy first. So it's nurturing to hear that we're doing that. Yeah.
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 All right. So in your you've expressed this calling for Mind Tribe, Bus Tribe to come together with this proposal, and you want to do this this inner work. The what was the word you used? You didn't. I don't think you said inner work, but you used a term for the mindset. I think that's what you said. So, is there something specific that you would really like to focus on in relation to mindset? Is there something in particular you feel that you're struggling with, or that you would get benefit from working on?
Right now, in this very moment, it's just working on like the vision and the energy of actually receiving who I am becoming, and receiving the abundance, the connections, the opportunities that will come from that. Because again, there is like a fear that comes from the past where it closes and it's like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if blah, blah, blah. And so there needs to be like an opening of energy in preparation to all the abundance and all the things that are now coming in. So it's literally like preparing my body and my mind and my emotions to be and receive that which is already coming. And I'm just helping myself to make it lighter and easier and kind of faster.
Let's do a practice and to work with this. So Otmar, is there anything that you'd like to specifically work on? Anything that you recognize specifically you need to work through or let go of to help to get to this place that we're moving towards of creating this powerful course? It's going to impact other people's lives. It's going to impact your life as well.
I just feel like that I need to let go this weekend and just to surrender, as we said, and see what is coming to me. And I think I know quite well what is to do to create this course. At least the first few steps I went through already. And obviously I have to go through it again if I want to create a new course. But for the moment, the next 2 days, I want just to focus more on the inner work.
Okay. Are there any particular challenges that you foresee?
I mean, that's what I said yesterday, actually, is like, it's hard for, it's not really hard, but sometimes it takes me a lot of time to come up with certain words or sentences, and that's actually what it's all about when I create this outline of this course, that I write something down. And yeah, I don't know, maybe it will help me if I go through this process, what I just said, that it gets easier when I don't force it as I tried to do it in the past.
Yeah, so that's a really important theme for us to also address, which is the being focused and committed without forcing, without pushing, without struggling, without getting into a contraction. So to find a way to combine our directed focus in a way that feels fluid and graceful and joyful. Because often when we think of a task or even a big task, a transformation that has a certain weight to it in terms of its importance, there's a seriousness associated with it, a responsibility, there's a heaviness associated with it. And so if we can work through this process in a
It's
way.
interesting. Sorry that I interrupt you,
Yeah,
but there was exactly this one sentence in this inner child meditation from my mentor. The things which I feel like are difficult for me, let them be joyful, playful. So it's very similar what you just said. Yeah, go on, please.
Great, great. Yeah, that's really that's essentially what I wanted to say, that we can, one of the challenges we can face is that we become contracted into effort around something that could actually be a really joyful, playful, inspiring process. And working together in community while we do it is one way to help to create that joyful experience. And another is to have ways of managing what I call the effort habit, the contractive habit, the predisposition that's set in through our education to take things seriously in a way that feels heavy, because this is something that we want to take seriously in one sense, right? It's powerful, it's important, but also we want to engage with it in a way that feels joyful and playful. And so there is some deconditioning that's required for us to be able to do this, to engage with something powerful and important, playfully, joyfully. And so the grace flow meditation actually would help a lot as a practice to accompany the process, because it's a reminder to step into an allowing, a surrender, a letting go, and not just a completely passive letting go, like you hear a lot in modern spirituality, trust in the universe. And there is a relief that comes with that sense of letting go and trusting the universe. But if there's some degree of ungroundedness, it can also be a de-responsibilization, where you're implicitly saying, I don't have power, the universe has power, which sounds humble and it sounds perhaps like a positive step in humility, but it's also forgetting that you're part of the universe and that it's through you the universe is also powerful. It is also through you that the universe is powerful. It is through every possible means, the universe will use. And what more powerful to fulfill your goals than you? So let the universe work through you. Don't become just an observer of what may unfold outside, but also an observer of what may unfold within as the creative flow, as inspiration, as action that can come without a rational justification, but it's just an idea, an action, which can be the unfolding of this response from this greater intelligence, from this greater power. So getting out of the way and being engaged in a way that is also playing with the unknown. We're talking about stepping into a new person, becoming a new person, and part of that is becoming something unknown. And so to allow for unknown forces to work through us is necessary. They're unknown aspects of our potential. And so this is one of the opportunities, challenges, if you like, to gain more comfort with the unknown.
Peter.
Yeah.
I've seen that pattern in myself a lot, which is I'm working so hard, I'm working so hard, I'm working so hard. But what that translates to, it's like, oh, I'm making so much effort, like, and I'm angry and I'm frustrated, and like, oh, and 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 actually, like, I love what I do, and I don't want to work hard anymore. I don't want to like make a lot of efforts for to make maybe some money, maybe in the future. Like, I want to have fun and relax, and let that aliveness and that alignment work with me and through me and for me. And yesterday I did a meditation where I was like doing some kind of hypnosis mixed with light language, where you connect with your future vision and your future self, and then you do something where it comes it mixes your future self with the one right here right now doing the meditation. And I could feel her, and I was fucking scared. I was like, shit. It was like, I was like, I could just feel me, but she's not me at all. It's another me. And honestly, it was terrifying. I was like, I don't know if I want to let you all in, because like, oh, I don't know, like, I'm afraid. And then it was like, oh, okay. Why would I be afraid of me? Like, how interesting was that? And so I'm also like unraveling and uncovering that today, that I honestly felt terrified, like, oh. And she was super chilled. It was not like she was like, oh, I'm super powerful. She was like super relaxed. It was just her energy and her presence was so calm but so powerful that it was intimidating for this one right here. And so those two things are two things that I clearly want to open. The efforts and I'm working so hard, and this comes up like in my relationship and in other things, and with my own energy, like, I am doing so much, how is nothing happening, and all these stories and all this energetic baggage. And then the fear of like, whoa, feeling my own energy when she is like, whoa. And so those two things I definitely want to open and clear and transmute and play with.
Let's do a practice. And we'll be doing some of what's just been said, and some of the words I use will be exactly the same words in guiding the process, but I'll be also connecting with you at another level, because we'll be in a different state of consciousness as we go through the process. So it's to help to bring in this understanding to a level that where the habits live, where the patterns are more embedded. So we can begin by bringing awareness to the breath and to the body, noticing if a little bit of adjustment in our position feels like it would relieve us, give us more comfort, more well-being. Maybe there's an impulse to stretch that's been forgotten, being gently suppressed, and so we can just listen into the body for what impulses may be there under the surface, give space for release, for relief, decompression. Can allow ourselves to decompress with the voice as well as with movement of the body. If we allow the voice to resonate, we'll also be releasing the breath, opening the breath. And even while you let the voice resonate, and it can be quiet, it can be loud, whatever arises, it can be just a subtle sigh if that's all that's arising. But as you do that, letting the body continue to be soft and open and available for movement. So not creating tightness in the neck and the jaw to force some kind of sound. Sound just arises naturally with the exhalation. And bringing awareness to the seatedness, awareness to the feet if they're on the ground, the legs, if they're touching a chair, feeling the support of whatever is holding you. Your buttocks and your back and your arms, your hands, whatever is supported, bringing awareness and enjoying that restful support, as if the body can be just surrendered a little more in recognizing and enjoying that support. And at the same time, you find effortlessly a verticality of awakeness and availability, a natural balance between the letting go into the support and finding an inner structure that supports while maintaining us upright, maintaining us alert and available, full of vitality, curiosity. Enjoyment is here together with the restfulness. We can even connect with the energy of the heart, the energy of the smile, the qualities associated with the heart like courage and joy, compassion, confidence, kindness. With gratitude, we can feel expansiveness also, this energy of the smile that comes with gratitude and with these other qualities. You can feel an expansiveness that comes into the heart space, combined with the rootedness that comes from the awareness of our support of the physical body. With this physical support, we can even allow ourselves to feel energetically rooted. You don't have to visualize anything solid when I speak of rootedness. You can think of it as energetic, lightning, interconnectedness of our energy field and the field of earth, of nature, of aliveness. An interconnectedness that is an energetic rootedness, an energetic interconnectedness. And we are nourished by that interconnectedness. Our bioelectrical field is nourished, is enlivened. So just as we rested the physical body more consciously into the support, we can allow ourselves to be more aware of the interconnectedness that's always there with the field of life. And rest in that also, feeling the nourishment that is more available as we enjoy that interconnectedness. Appreciate that sense of rooted expansiveness. enjoying from this heart space where we can experience also a sense of restfulness in a place of quiet belonging, sense of being at home, place from which we can feel connected with ourselves and with all of existence in a way that is effortless. We can call it a quality of loving all of existence and of being loved by all of existence, a natural sense of connectedness. And in this place, we can experience the potentiality. In this place, we are not just the familiar self of patterns and habits, but we are the source of potentiality. And we can draw from this place that is so vast, so potent, into the breath, into the body, into our life, drawing aliveness, potency, possibility, and still allowing for the body and the breath and the voice to be available to create expansion, decompression, create space for this shift, this receptivity to unknown potentials. We can give room, we can allow space for some of the ideas we have about what's happening in our life, about who we are or who we can be, even who we have been. We can allow for some of these ideas to just soften around the edges, to not be felt as such solid, dense certainties, but just be experienced as energy, as feelings that we have had and which can transform. Energy that becomes more available for transformation, reconfiguration. And in softening the edges of these feelings, these ideas, these memories even, and these hopes or expectations that come along with that, softening the edges, finding fluidity, we can give room for I'll leave a little more silence. We can leave room for what is truly unknown, but that is in resonance with this sense of connectedness, this deep aliveness, this field of possibility, the rootedness, the centeredness. Allowing for an embodiment of this potentiality. Softening all that was in the way of change, of embodying potentiality. It just softens as we enjoy this potentiality, this connectedness, this rest in the field of pure aliveness. And knowing that this pure aliveness is our essence, not our memories of ourself, our expectations or beliefs, our stories, but this pure aliveness. It is both vast infinite and in a way restful silence in that vastness, but it is also powerful aliveness, dynamism. It is the power of transformation and of action, of insight, enthusiasm. Remember to be soft in your body and your breath. Give space to allow for that softness to give way to greater and greater sense of fluidity and possibility. Feeling it as also this radiance in the heart, this warmth, this light, this nourishing, beautiful sense of pure being. And a pure being that, as I said, it is both vastly spacious, free, but it also has the quality of action, of focus, of discernment, of rootedness. In ways that are not yet entirely to be defined. But we can plant the seed here in this space. For tremendous sense of self-realization, of fulfillment, of joy in what we see unfolding in our lives. Of discovery of our potential as it unfolds beyond even our imagining. So I want you to find this space of restful, heart-centered awareness where you can just enjoy resting in that space, in that grounded, centered quality of being. And I want to bring in a new element into what we are doing. Specificity. Something that you want particularly to bring into your experience. And it may relate to a date by which you want to launch your course. May relate to the number of people you want to see in that first group. Maybe the amount of income that comes as a result of that first program. Allow yourself to experience that specificity arise with the same quality of joyfulness, not something that now we have to work around and become serious about, with the same sense of expanded freedom, allowing for this form to naturally appear in resonance with that joy, with that sense of vast possibility. It is specific and yet not feeling more limited. and allow just to entertain in your space of awareness, and perhaps you feel it even in your body, this specificity of experience that you are opening to, that you are beginning to taste, beginning to feel the joy of it, the excitement, and perhaps needing to move and breathe to make the space for it. Hmm. And I invite you to plant also a seed of possibility that actions may arise out of depths of wisdom, depths of intelligence that are beyond the rational mind. Actions will arise that will bring you into experiential, embodied realization of your potential. Actions will arise sometimes without knowing how or why, and that you will give room for that unfolding from mysterious places of life's wisdom expressing itself through you, moving you. So be it. Perhaps at moments that, again, will be unexpected, unplanned, you'll find yourself remembering to give space to the unknown, give space to the potentiality, whether it's through movement of the body, loosening of the body, of the breath, loosening of the contours of the mind's certainties, the mind's stories, allowing for what is to be revealed instead of narrated based on the past. Allowing curiosity to open these doors of potential, of possibility. And when you come back to this openness in the body, this rootedness, this centeredness, this feeling of safety in the body that is brought about by this restful openness, you find naturally the effortlessness arising. If you feel ready to share anything in your own time, it's knowing that when you bring your awareness to the environment around you, that you can also allow yourself to see differently, to feel and taste and touch differently, to be touched differently, for life to reach you in new ways, for life to speak to you in new ways. Hmm.
Love those beautiful smiles. Pedro came in the perfect moment.
Welcome, Pedro.
Thank you.
We're doing a practice that is helping to align us with the new experience of who we are as this course is unfolding, as this course is given, as the empowerment is felt both within us and in that which we are sharing with others, the transformation that is experienced and shared.
Thank you.
Just made some notes actually. The interesting thing is the words came effortless. It was more like, I want to write it down now.
Okay, sorry.
Great, great.
And I just want to explain Pedro because I was talking about actually what I said yesterday, that sometimes the words don't come so effortless, but now they came effortless.
Yeah, that's been the theme for today, especially Pedro. Yesterday we talked a bit about how people need to be able to see themselves as capable of the transformation that our program offers them. We also need to see ourselves as capable of the transformation. We need to see ourselves in the role that we take on, that we embody as we become that guide through the course we give, the course that is taking shape. And so it's our process. Madalena suggested that we could do a more mindset focused session today, and it was a perfect unfolding from yesterday. She said she had a super powerful session with you, and that helped to inspire the request as well.
Peter, did you record that?
It's recorded on video. Yeah.
Can you share it so we can? Because I'd love to do this every day.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a a fly buzzing in the background. That'll probably be in the recording. But yes, you'll like
So what's in the background?
a fly.
Ah, that's just fly blessings.
Yeah, blessings have multiple forms.
Yeah, I also wanted to share what I actually wrote down. And I think the key word or phrase was conscious parenting. And of course, it's related to what kind of course I want to make. Yeah, I wrote those other things down, like resources where I could find them. Because actually, there was a woman with whom I talked about that, and she gave me a lot of links to Instagram. And a couple of months ago, I found also a website. It's called doityourself.org, DIY.org. I don't know if you ever heard about it. I think it's, as far as I understand, it's more for kids and teenagers. A website to inspire them what they want to do with the whole day, but not sit in front of the computer obviously all day long, but create something by themselves.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's basically what I wrote down.
Great. Anything else that feels important to share before we complete for today, and we see each other in the call, the work group summit call, and other work groups. And if not, then I wish you a beautiful weekend. Is there anything else that feels important to share?
Just thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you as well.
I'm sorry that one last thing. I just went to this website, DIY.org, and it says there, discover everything your child can be. It was so beautiful that I needed to share it.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Big hug.
Thank you, guys. Wish you a great weekend.
Thanks, you too. Would you like to stay on a little bit? We can talk. Would you like to talk a little longer about, see if there's anything else that's come up with your course?
I don't think I have much to share.
Okay,
Thank you, Peter.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So big hug and perhaps see you in about an hour. No, is it 2 hours?
For the summit call.
Yeah.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.